Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Happy. I'm the Crafty Chemist, and this video is about my planning for not only January but for the entire year of 2024. Sometimes I don't want to have to think about the plans in the middle of the year, and I want to have them all written out and ready to go so that when each month comes, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I also spent 2023 buying, and I want to cut that out. So what I did to get ready was on this page here in my EndNote journal. This one takes fountain pen ink really well. What I did here was I challenged myself to use 2 different of my mediums that I have listed here every month. Like, do a page entirely with those. And if I don't do it, or I can't get myself to do it, then it's time to get rid of that particular medium that I have. It means that I'm not interested in using it. And I think I have them all listed here, and it looks like I have 27 different medium. And how I plan to do this is, I know there's 27 here. If I do 2 a month and I roll the same number like twice, then I will go to the next one down the list, and hopefully I'll get through all of these. That would mean that I would have 2 months where I'd have to do 3, and so the 3 that are left over I could just tack on to a month if I felt like it. So like I might do that here in January to make things good. So I'm going to show on the video rolling for those. These are 2 different 12-sided die. So that's how I'll end up with 1 if like I end up going over and using 1. And alcohol markers is honestly not hard for me to use, so it's fine that alcohol markers is 1. These are just listed kind of randomly as I thought about what I had. Then I went through my entire catalog of coloring books, and I bought a lot of coloring books in 2023. Some were also gifted to me, and I did get a couple in 2022, but when I had COVID in 2022 was when I really had a renewed interest in coloring. And I would say I had 3 or 4 coloring books at that time. I had one that's this Color Me Calm, and you can see I have 19 pages colored in Color Me Calm. That's a really thick book. It was one that my in-laws gave me for a holiday, and I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And a lot of people know me better than I know myself. You know, my parents, my in-laws, whatever. So yeah, Color Me Calm is my one that is colored the most in. And then I also had a couple of older coloring books, and then I bought like an Entangled Starry Skies, which I only colored 3 in it. It takes a long time to color those. I bought this Kawaii Kitties book at Barnes & Noble because it just looked interesting. I think the first one I bought like outside of that, and I bought it while I was sick, was Nightfall. That's a Maria Trolley book, Nightfall. And then after that, I bought Tales from the Witch's Cottage, which I've colored 15 pages in. So if I had colored 3 or more pages in it, it went into this column. And you can see I don't have very many books that I've colored 3 or more pages. I didn't count this one. Then on this other side, I started writing all of the books that I had colored 2, 1, or 0 pages in. And I ran out of room on this page, so I had to go to another page. And I had 47 books, which is interesting because these 47 books have a total of 47 pages colored in, and when I started counting things up. 47 books that I had colored 2 or fewer pages in, including 18 untouched and 18 with 1 page, and then 11 of them with 2 pages. There are a few that I accidentally wrote in here. Like you can see this Cell-Press Physical Sciences coloring book that I picked up at a chemistry conference. I colored 3 pages in it and I accidentally wrote it here. And then this one, Images, is something that I had since I was a teenager. and I had colored 3 pages in it. So some of these are very, very old books that I got that, oh, I don't know if I even counted this one. I must have. I could have another one. So yeah, a lot of these I have colored nothing in them, even though I bought them, and I don't want to leave them that way. So what I decided to do was focus on also coloring 1 page in 4 different of the books that are in the uncolored pages. And then, excuse me, keeping track of how many pages I've colored in my other books where they're the most colored, where, you know, it might just be 3. And so I will be putting them in here each month. I'm going to have a focus for the month. And so for like example, in January, my focus will be dragons. On my books, I already picked out as my mythographic books. The season is obviously winter. And then I need to roll for medium 1 and medium 2. And then I can fill in my 4 books from here. They don't have to be in any order. I can just come down the list and look and see which ones have 0, 2 or 1 pages colored in it. So some of them will be more obvious for each month, you know, like if they go with the theme. So like my theme for February will be fairies, and I have like a Faedorables book. Obviously that'd be easy to get 1 more page in that. So I'd like to roll for these online, or like on this video. And then after I do the roll, I guess I can show what books I will be coloring for January. I think that's what I'll do. I'll roll for January, show you what books I color, and then if you want to stick around and watch me roll for the other months and see what the mediums will be, and if you are interested in playing along with that, then I would welcome it. I will try to include this book and what I've accomplished each month in my videos that I do for at least each month. So January, I need to roll 2 numbers, and then they will no longer be eligible for the thing because they'll have been added in here. So I'll roll my first roll. I have an 8 and a 12, which is 20. And so it looks like 20 is Mozart. So I'm going to put a little X here. Mozart is some watercolors. So I need to color 1 whole page with just Mozart watercolors. And then the other number will be 14. And 14 is Prismacolor. Okay. I have Prismacolor on here, and you'd think, oh, well, she uses that all the time, but actually I don't. I've put them away and I haven't enjoyed using them. So I'll have to decide what book I want to use my Prismacolors on. All right, and so now the other months cannot have Prismacolor or Mozart on them. If I roll a 14, then I'll go to the next number down. And actually, I guess if I roll a 14 or a 20, I could just come down and use 25, 26, 27, or 1 until I get rolls that equal the other values. Sorry. Still recovering from COVID, but feeling okay-ish. Just very tired, and the cough is lingering. So, okay. So January then. Let's take a look at what I have for January identified here. Well, hold on to this marker. The ink does really well on these pages. I just want to make sure it gets dried up enough before we move on. Okay, so the focus will be dragons, books mythographic, season winter. I'll end up choosing 2 pages, 1 for Mozart and 1 for Prismacolor. So I'll set this off to the side and we'll pull out the books. I do have one other challenge for myself, and that is to finish a whole book. Oh my, this is such a tall stack. And I've never finished a whole coloring book. Let's put that down there. I decided I'd try to give us a nicer background for today. Maybe I'll move the dice out of the way too. So yes, I never finished the whole book. And what I decided was I was going to try to do this one this year, which is a month. And so for January, I've picked page 4, which is this one, because I just think it's gorgeous. And then just starting down the alphabet. So A, B, C, and that would be my 4 pages for January. So that's the goal for this month for this book. So it's a separate goal that I'll have to add to each month. For the theme dragons, I went through my books, and let's see, this book, The Elements, let's see what side it goes on. Actually, this one is on the most colored side, but it has a lot of dragons in it. So this is the first page. Air has a dragon. There's a dragon here. Either a 2-headed dragon or 2 dragons. I'm not really sure because you can't quite see the ends of the dragons. So, not sure. Oh, I didn't even mark that one, but there's another dragon there. So there's a dragon head here. There's a dragon here. Dragon. Dragon. Another dragon. Dragon. And dragon. So I'll choose at least one dragon out of here. There are 3 dragons in Wildwood Witches. So this one I think is adorable. Wildwood Witches is on my uncolored, least colored side. I have colored 1 page in here. So I will try to make an effort to color one out of here, so that way I can add to it. Since I only have 1 page colored in the Flora and Fauna, that would be 2 books with 1, 2, or 0 pages colored in it. So here's another dragon. I actually think they're dragons. They might be trees. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to count them as dragons. And then this sleeping dragon, which is really cute. So I'll try to color one out of there. This is another uncolored book. This is Creatopia. I bought it a year ago, and it's my most watched video for some reason. It has like 3,000 views. And I've never colored anything in here, so I think I like this dragon a lot. The style kind of, now that I know more about how I like to color, the style kind of scares me, so... but, you know, I want to try to color 1 page in every single one of my books this year. And then there's this dragon here. So I'll pick one of these 2 dragons and color that. That would be my third. Yeah, my third of my 0, 1, 2 page books. And then I already started the dragon in here. And so this one will count as one of my 4 books. There are also other dragons. So there's a dragon here. Believe it or not, this is an uncolored book. I had not colored anything in it. I have this one marked as a dragon. Sorry, I just heard the alarms going off. And this one marked as a dragon. But I really actually like this one, so maybe I'll do more than one in here. I don't know. That one seems like it might be a lot of fun, so I might do it. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and we do tornado siren testing, and this tornado siren's just started going off, so I may pause this for a minute. Okay, it's over, and every dog in the neighborhood has sounded off. Okay. next I have, with some dragons in it, this Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanis. The only one that I found in here, I think, no, there's maybe another one, is this Dragon Eye. And then let's look back here. Now this one I have, oh yeah, there's dragon here. This one I have colored 3 pages in. So if I don't get to it, that's okay. I need to mark which ones are my least colored, so that way those are the ones that I focus on. Oops, a little dragon tag down there. All right. This book, Flora, is I've colored 3 pages in it, so it's on my most colored list. But I do have one whip in here, which is this one, which I just kind of blocked out what I wanted to do with the color on the background. Which I did start this with Prismacolor, so that could be my Prismacolor page. And then this one here with the 2 little dragons. So I think that's cute. The little tiny dragons floating on her hat. So that one, I need to remind myself. Let's see. Put Prismacolor on it too. All right. My books for focus this year are, or for this month, are mythographic. And so I have 5 mythographic books now. And some of them have some of the dragons, and some of them also have the winter season theme, so they fit into multiple categories. So this one's obviously a dragon. This one, Frozen Fantasies, does have the hidden objects. So we have, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. We have just like a salt shaker, and ironing pin, and a camera, and what's that? That's not a spade, that's a club. Spray bottle. So, candle, silly little things in there. But it's just a pretty dragon, so maybe. This one I had chosen as my first one to do in this book in January, so I will work on this one because it's my focus is to do villages in the mythographic books. I picked that out a couple months ago. I've been waiting for it, and I really want to do this page. And then I also, says my focus was villages, had this one picked out as a secondary because it's also got this reindeer that I like on it. And then this one has kind of like a village and a dragon on it, so I like it too. I just don't know. I don't know. I'll have to choose. So 2 dragons in there. And then this one has at least 1 dragon in it. And this is Magical Earth, the newest one I just got. And I do like this polar bear. Obviously not a dragon, but I like this one because it's wintry. So that fits with the winter theme. And the other page I picked must be the dragon. Oh, yes. Oh, look how cute. Yes, the cute dragon sleeping under the wishing well. Yeah. So these 2 pages I've picked out in here. I already colored the one with the village in it last month. Well, I finished it off on the 28th of December. So these are going to have either just my village theme that I picked out or winter theme pages. So Wanderlust, this one has a winter one in it, and I love the Aurora Borealis with the crystals in the North Pole and the wolf coming out of there. I think that's gorgeous. And so I think that one's definitely on my I would really like to get completed page. I love this moose, and I feel like I could do the moose kind of wintry, or like have it wintry on one side going to not wintry with the flowers down there. I don't know. And this is the one I had picked out for like the village city theme with the giraffe in the city here. Mythographic Wild Winter. Obviously there's going to be a lot of winter pages. This is the one I've picked out for my village city type theme because the turtle's got a village on its back. I do also like the lion with the lanterns, and I feel like this could be snow falling, so I could make this kind of wintry looking. I like this iguana who's in the snow. And I do really like the cactus and the hedgehogs with the Christmas ornaments. But I may not do it because it may just save it for Christmas. So it's marked and I may have just not unmarked it. But beautiful pages in there. And the last mythographic is Menagerie. And I've only colored one page in here. Oh, I just adored the grizzly bear. And my village page is the owl, and I need to fix this because it started tearing out and I don't want it to tear out, but I have some like archival tape that I'll put on it. All right, and a few more books to go through here for the winter theme. I do still have out 50 Wintertime Mandalas. And I like this Hello Winter one. And the Wintry Log Cabin. We haven't had any snow yet, so I'm definitely thinking that as soon as we get some snow, I'm really going to want to do these wintry ones. This kind of snowflake one here, I thought would be a lot of fun just to do that very relaxed, like just chill out kind of coloring. One's from last month. I picked this one because I mostly want to fix where the paint came through from last month. I want to say this one may be on my also not very many done kind of books. Oh, I still have this one marked as just like festival smells kind of thing. And we are going to Winterlude, so I'm excited for the festival feeling up there. See what that's like. Okay, so I have, this one's on the finished up pages, but as far as wintry goes, I have the fireplace and the ice skating picked out in here. And I've picked out one in here, the ice skating. So those are the pages that I have planned or picked out as possibilities for the month of January. So now I need to go through, and if you are have seen everything you'd like to see, that's fine. Thanks for watching. Hey, maybe give it a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel because I'm going to try to be posting videos regularly. And if you'd like to stick around for planning out the rest of the year, I do have the other months on sticky notes. That's what I plan to do with the rest of the video. So I need to roll 2 for February. On 11, which is Castle Art Pastels. That'll be a good thing for Feb. So 11 and 12, Castle Art Metallic. Well, I guess that makes it easy. I don't care if it gets on the little sticky notes. I just put sticky notes in for right now so that I can reserve pages. I doubt I'll use full pages of any of these. All right, so March. Ooh, 8. Ink. And 20. I believe I've already had 20 before. I do, so we'll go down to 25, and it'll be fine liners. I have tons and tons of different types of fine liners. Most of them I keep at work. Okay, so 9. Brute Funer squares. Three, acrylic paint. These are gonna be fun. 17, metallic watercolors. Or chalk pastels. Dries faster on paper it can absorb into. This is specialty paper just for water or for fountain pens. If you turns out if you spill a whole bunch on it, it will actually go through the paper. So all right, so we're up to June. And that's 16 Neocolor 2. I have 3, so that'll be gouache. We have, so this will be water-based markers. Oh, I'm on to the next month. Those are all in my office. 5, charcoal. That'll be a fun month. 13, Starjoy Gold. 15, Polychromos. 6, graphite. Ooh, that'll be perfect. 8 I already have. Water-based markers I forgot to mark off. So that means that's alcohol markers. Fun. All right. $17 I already have, so we'll start back at the top. Or no, I'll just roll again. 17 again. 17 again. Wow, 3 in a row. That's weird. 18 Crayola markers. I'll just put down Crayola, I think. I have a few things of Crayola stuff. I know which one I'm referring to there. Some sort of metallic-y stuff I got. I've never used it, so I need to make sure I use it. Otherwise, why did I spend my money? Well, looks like I should roll that one again. 17 I already have. 10. Castle art, just the regular castle art. Okay. Wow. A real crappy October month. Okay. My 2 least favorite mediums. I'll put on here pencils. All right. 23 Prima watercolors. 5. Already have 5. 16. Already have 16. What do I have left? 15. Already have 15. 11. Done. 8. Done. 18. Done. 17. My lucky number today. 3. Done. 12. Done. 7. Derwent drawing. Yay! It's one of my favorite pencils, and November is perfect for them. All right, and that means December. So what do I have left here? We have acrylic, so we have 2. $19, $24, oh, $21 and $22. Okay, so I need a 2, 19, 24, 21, or 22. 14, no. 13, no. 18, no. Or no, that was 12. 20, no. 4. 13. 19. All right, 19 was Kuretake. Oh, that's the watercolors. Okay, okay, I could do that. So 19 is done. So I need a 2, 21, 22, or 24. Blue Tin watercolors. I don't know what brand they are. Okay. Okay, so that means that the unmarked ones are 2, which is acrylic markers and pens. 22. which is my teal tin of watercolors, and 24, which is all my tubes. Did I have my metallic watercolors in here? Oh, I did. That was 17. Okay. I'm sure that these two, 22 and 24, will get used. I just don't focus much on acrylic markers and pens, so that one I may need to add into my plans somewhere. Okay, so that means that for each of the months, what I've planned out is, okay, so February, the focus will be fairies. I don't know what books I'll focus on, but my season will still be winter. So some of the winter pages I've picked out, I could also hold off on coloring until in February. That's actually when we get winter around here. So I will have one page that's entirely Castle Art pastels and one that is entirely Castle Art metallic pencils. I only have the pencils. In March, we will be on baby animals as my focus. I don't have any books picked out. My season switches to spring, which is why I went with baby animals. And my two mediums will be ink, which I have lots and lots of colors of ink, and I've never colored a page in ink, so I thought that would be fun. And obviously it's going to need to be a one-sided page, and then fine liners, which would also probably need to be a one-sided sort of page. In April, my focus is going to be on flowers. I have lots of books with flowers in it, so I also picked Kanoko Igusa as my focus. That's my birthday month, and she's my favorite artist, so I picked her for April. The season will still be spring. I will use Brute Funer squares on one page and acrylic paint. I could include the acrylic paint pens and stuff. This is just paints, so that could be fun. In May, my focus will be on mermaids, and I picked Lulu Mayo for May. And the season is still spring, so my two mediums are my metallic watercolor. Oh, that could be a lot of fun in Lulu Mayo books. And chalk pastels, also I think that'll be a lot of fun in Lulu Mayo books. I have a lot of chalks. For June, we have Focus of Unicorns for Junicorn. Books I haven't chosen. The season will switch to summer. And my two mediums, one page in Neocolor 2 and one in gouache. In July, the focus will be water. And I don't have any books picked out yet. Summer is the season. Water-based markers. I like that idea for water with the theme. And charcoal. Let's see if I can fit that in with the theme somehow. I have a lot of charcoals and I don't use them much, so. For August, the focus is birds. I don't have any books picked out. The season will still be summer. And I'll be using Starjoy Gold on one page and Polychromos on one page. For September, I decided on books. I may also think about inside, but I would like also to have a theme for outside. But I picked books for like back to school kind of feeling. I'm moving into the fall season, so that's why I was thinking outside. I don't know. My two mediums will be graphite for one page and alcohol markers for another. That'll be an easy month. That's good. It's back to school. It'll be easy. In October, my focus will be on witches. The season is fall. The two mediums are Crayola stuff and Castle Art pencil stuff. In November, I picked vegetables because I could just make it food. Maybe I'll just make it food. So we have a big holiday feeling of food and stuff, so food. The season will be fall. The two mediums are Prismacolor and Derwent Drawing. Oh, Prima Watercolor, sorry, Prima Watercolors. And December 2024, the focus, I wanted it to be on sky, I think. But I could do indoor or cozy. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that. I was hoping for a sky, but the season is winter. The two mediums are Kuretake watercolors and the Blue Tin watercolors. So focus on watercolors next December. So that is the end of my planning for 2024 and my coloring pages. If you made it all the way through, thanks for watching. And, you know, link me in on any of your planning for 2024 because I'd like to see what you have planned. I do watch those videos. I just watched the whole Norwegian colorist one and I really enjoyed it. So happy New Year and happy coloring.